Hello and welcome to my second League of Legends beginners guide. I'll be playing as Cho'Gath. I'll be playing him as a tank. I must have got his tank. Toward the end I will get some AP, I'll talk about that later. In this game I'm accompanied by my friend that's just got into League of Legends called Zaraman. He's very new, so you must so give him a little chance and just look over his small moves. And I'm accompanied by Leafex, who'll be playing mid Oriana, who is a very good player and has been playing the game for a fair amount of time, and Bob, who's playing at support top, and some Roundabout, who's playing Echovi. So, where to start? Okay, let's start with the runes and masteries for Cho'Gath. Since I'll be playing as a tank, I mostly want defensive items. So for runes, I'll take a 9-21-0, so going down as far as getting the spell pen in the offensive, and of course putting 3 in the ability power, so, and then 21 in defensive, going all the way down to getting the 5% less damage taken. It could be 4% now, I don't remember, but that's my runes. I mean, you could simply go down utility, so you have more mana, you can support a little bit easier, get out more ruptures, but that's for that. I mean, it's better for personal preference, and it could be a different team comp that you're against. Then for master, we've just done master. Then for the runes, I like to go magic penetration reds, flat magic penetration reds, of course. Then I think yellows are flat armor and blues are flat magic res. And then I do take the flat HP quintessences. So let's talk about the skills that Cho'Gath has. Now, as you can see, I'm constantly spamming out my Rupture, which is level 1, of course, since I'm level 1. It's the first ability I like to take. Rupture, basically, you create an AoE circle around a designated target. After a short delay, it fires up. Anyone within that range will get knocked in the air for 1 second and slowed down by 60% for 3 seconds. So this is a real effective ability, especially in team fights. It can constantly interrupt, and it really, really such a good combo with his W, which is Feral Scream, which is a cone in front of him that silences and does damage. Really quite effective if you get the knock up on Feral Scream, especially if you got some AP. You can really do some damage there. Right, then his E, which is Verbal Spikes, which is a toggle. Basically, every time he auto attacks, he also fires out some spikes in front of him. So same like AoE cone. Oh, good job, Nunu. Like an AoE cone in front of him. I mean, you will see this later in the game. Well, when I think you'll see that. It's really quite effective for more harassment. Make sure you get them last hits, that sort of thing. It also does AoE damage. So if they're all grouped together, some nice beneficial AoE damage. But you just got to make sure if you are attacking a tower that their teammate isn't stationed in front of the tower, because the tower will end up hitting you. Half the time you won't even realise. So, and then we can talk about his ulti, which is Feast. This is an ability that it's a non-target, and it will do 300 instant damage. Obviously melee range. Oh dear. 300 instant damage, and 1,000 true damage to, well, it's 300 true damage anyway to a target champion, sorry about that, and then 1,000 damage to a minion, which you can see how this benefits the team, like say you're taking Dragon, Baron, or they're blue, or you're blue in that case. Make sure you get that last hit or an early opener, take it down a lot faster. And then his passive, which is Carnivore, which is fantastic for staying in lane longer, making sure that their harassment is just countered. Basically, every time you get a last hit on a creep, and champions, you gain a certain amount of HP. This goes up by level, so at the moment on level 3 it's 38 HP and 4 mana, and that's quite big. I think I'm going to get tower dived here. It's quite obvious, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. He'll die anyway though. But so that's his skill. So if we talk about the skill leveling, I much prefer to level Rupture since its mana does not go up. it's a constant 90 mana. Getting to me at bad times. But so yeah, I prefer to level Rupture then focus on Feral Scream second, and of course take Feast when you can. But I do tend to change skill leveling because let's say on solo top against someone say like Warwick or Gragas for that matter who don't have that much burst, can't sustain that much damage to me. Vocal Strikes would be fantastic for the constant harassment, and the last hitting on minions a lot easier. So you'll constantly stay at high HP due to your passive. I'm sure you could level Feral. I mean, I have seen some of the professional gamers, like in the ranked tournaments, leveling Feral Scream first. I mean, you can see the benefit of that. It's guaranteed to hit if you're in close range. Unlike that. But it's all about personal preference again. As you play the character, you'll learn to understand more about him. So some of the spells, I've taken Flash Ignite. I think this is just a generally what most Cho'Gaths will do. I suppose you can do Flash Exhaust if your team is taking a lot of Ignites. Or Fortify, I don't agree with Fortify, I see it as a waste, but Flash is definitely beneficial. I just can't play any champion without Flash unless it's Shaco, who's got a built-in skill that flashes him. Ignite, obviously you can see where the benefit of Ignite is. Oh dear, getting completely owned. I mean, our early game in this game here is not good. We do die, but it's just completely outdone by our late game. So you can see the damage now. Level 2 Rupture hitting for 120 or something there. Okay, let's talk about the item builds that you can go for with Cho'Gath. So I just want to say yes. I actually failed with my Ignite there. I did pick up a kill, but I might have got that kill there. Yes, I most probably would have got a kill there if I didn't fail with my Ignite. I used to Ignite a creep. But no, it's truly terrible. I definitely will get some stick off that. But okay, let's talk about item build. So I started with, you may have noticed I started with Dawn's Ring. The only reason for that was I kind of guessed I'll be against LeBlanc, and harassment is generally hard to gain. So I thought that if my Ruptures hit harder and I do have more of a regen on mana, I should be able to land more Ruptures, land more Feral Screams to actually put more harassment on LeBlanc. You can easily start with a Doran's Shield, but the most common one is a Regrowth Pendant. I mean, a Regrowth Pendant is fantastic, 15 health for 5 seconds, really easy and a good move for solo lane. And then you can go straight into a Philosopher's Stone with that. I mean, I've taken a Philosopher's Stone just for the pure fact that I'm getting constantly harassed and I need to stay in lane longer. Item build, so I mean, you can see we're against here. I honestly think that the main focus that will be doing damage will be LeBlanc and Anivia, because of the pure AP damage and the burst they have. I'm not too worried about this guy. You can see it's just gone for a Chalice and boots, no damage at all yet. So I most likely will go into a Negatron Cloak early, just to, just reduce their damage by over 50%, which would be stupidly beneficial. Oh, I was just going to land on that. So, you can see where the benefit of that is. He tests out his teleport to see how it worked. He thought it was instant. So, yeah, so item build. So I do like to go straight for a Negatron Cloak against heavy AP, or heavy burst AP, should I say? Because I think a Banshee's Veil will be quite beneficial in this game early, just to counter her silence, that signal of silence, which is truly not fun. And Nunu's slow, Pantheon stun, Anivia stun, lots of stuns. And then I might go for a Sunfire Cape, which would completely counter Pantheon, Pantheon's damage, Nocturne's damage, and just basically all auto attacks. So it depends on the game. I mean, if you're against heavy AP, you will go for magic res. It's simple. As a tank, it's always going to change. That's quite the interesting fun thing about the tanks. They will change builds all the time. I mean, it depends. Like if you're against, say you're against an AP Warwick. I mean, I'd say they're rare, but they're truly beneficial for a team fight, especially the build like Battle Warwick. Let's say you're against an AP Warwick. His damage is not sustained, but it's high burst, isn't it? It's he'll just run at you and hit you with his Q, and it's just nasty damage. So a Force of Nature might be beneficial there. Well, like Malzahar's got constant sustained damage, so I don't know. I think you'd need both for Malzahar. Can't stand Malzahar's, but it completely depends on the game. So I mean, in this lane that we're doing here, I'm just trying to get the last hits on minions, trying to get some farm out. So against this team, I've taken trying to level Rupture as fast as possible. So I've got level 4 Rupture, got my Feast. I've yet to get any stacks. I don't know why. I think I've been waiting for a gank on LeBlanc. I just haven't seen it. Failed Rupture there. Could have been a gank if we landed that. It would have been a gank, in fact. So aggressive though. This is when it all goes wrong. Feasted the clone. 6 HP, so I have to ignite to get the kill. Might be newbie, but kills the kill. I honestly think he's got HP runes because he's just regenerating so fast. Like HP per 5 seconds. Maybe the quintessence is. There's a lot of players running with them now. Oh my gosh. I don't know, I kind of warm up to the Ruptures later game when I actually land some. Tournaments, all of the carries have been building sort of like early Rod of Ages. I've seen a lot of the supports getting Frozen Hearts early. I even saw one of the Battle Warwicks get an early Frozen Heart and just he would not die. Spirit Visage, early Frozen Heart, he was not going down. So this is quite good play from Wobble Bob, and the Echolai just flashes out his ulti. I can't remember the name of it. Nuna's ulti. Something like Supernova. I don't think it's Supernova. Something total. I don't know. I'm not going to keep guessing it. So I'll plonk down a ward there. You can see what's coming out of their jungle and what's going down the river.